Hello everyone and welcome to Stitching Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you so very much for joining me today for a home for the gnomes. So I just filmed our last home for the gnomes, which is the home, like the Normville nursery, which is right here. I have one more to film for you all. As I mentioned in that one, Normville is packed, especially by the time you're watching this. It's all packed up, all ready to go on its new adventure to its new home, which is pretty dang cool. So when we get moved, sorry, I'm in the spinny chair and it keeps, well, doing what it's supposed to, I suppose, and spinning. But anyway, whenever we get to the new place, that's one video that I want to do, is like taking all the gnome homes out and setting them up and showing you guys all of that stuff. And I think that'll be a whole lot of fun. So that is the plan. So stay tuned because Normville's coming back. Don't get me wrong, it'll be back. So, all right. So I just showed the nursery. I would say keep an eye out for Norm, but perhaps he's checking some flowers out. I don't know. He's not really hidden today, just in case you didn't know what Norm looked like. Now you know what Norm looked like. This is not Norm. All right, cool. So anyway, all right, let's get into it. So our home for the gnomes today is one of my favorite ones that I have made personally. Ooh. As I said last time, this is Miss B's favorite that I've made so far. I think this one's my favorite just because of what it is. So, in case you are new, Gnomes and Normville are a very big part of this channel, aka this Chanel over here. Also, I very much like Alice in Wonderland, which is why we do a Down the Rabbit Hole, which is why, I don't know, even teacups are involved. Am I right? So, in Normville, they have a restaurant now. If y'all were here for that, we had the, I'm gonna show y'all before I show you, sorry. We had the family surprise gnome home where we all got together and made something. So we have a restaurant, we have nursery, we have a candy shop, an ice cream truck, all of these fun things, but there's not really like a beverage spot, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of us, first thing in the morning, we either have like our coffee, tea, or soda, whatever, and you know, it's a good, like, things you need, water, hydration, stuff like that, you know? So our newest home for the gnomes is a gnome home business, but it is this one, which is Alice's Teacup, is what we're going to call it. I was going to originally call it the Mad Hatter Tea Shop, like Mad Hatter Tea and Coffee or something to that extent. Now, like I mentioned on this one, where this part is part of my Alice in Wonderland coffee cup, the part that held it to get like the packaging for that, I used that, but then also I used it on this one. So it just said Alice Teacup Set, and then it was wrapped around, and then, you know, the teacup set inside of it. So I just added an apostrophe S, show a little possession, you know what I'm saying? Show a little ownership. And then I put a coffee and tea sticker, so now it's Alice's Teacup, and they have coffee and tea. And it says, it's always tea time, Alice in Wonderland. That's what I was naming it. I remember that now. It's Mad as a Hatter. So I wrote Mad as a Hatter down below, so just because. So it's always tea time, Mad as a Hatter. So it's whichever you would like to call it. It's either Alice's Teacup or it's Mad as a Hatter, coffee and tea. Depends on if you're a local, you know what I mean? What you call it, I guess, maybe. So, all right. This one was different. This one was fun. So, as always, I used plastic canvas and hot glue. The secret to my success. Hot glue. Oh gosh, please don't fall. Let's move you. Sorry, Gnome. Sorry, Norm. I can't get names right. What is happening? All right. So everyone pretend like you don't see Norm. He's going to get really, really embarrassed. Thanks. Okay, so, but yes. So I just made, like I said, I used the circle canvas. This is, I love this yarn, Candy Stick Stash, which is also what our Gnome Home Candy Shop is made of. I will link the tour down below for Normville in case you guys haven't seen that. But we have a candy shop. This is what it looks like. But I just made one strip, so it's like this is like some single crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, double crochet, single crochet. I think there's some half doubles in there, you know, like for fun. But I just made a ring because I made the hat first and then it was bigger than I thought it was going to be. So that way, in case, so I didn't waste yarn, I just put it right here. Because normally I make a circle and then put everything on top of there. I didn't want to waste that much yarn because I really, really like this yarn and I love this yarn. So there you go. All right. So I made a hat because I had to have a Mad Hatter hat. Let's all be real with one another. So that's what it is. And it had to have the hat band. So these are their windows. Some clocks for the windows because, you know, time is very important in Alice, in case you didn't know that. And here are some of the flowers. Perhaps they were being painted red, you know, because we're painting the roses red. Perhaps all of them didn't get painted yet. Someone's on break. What do I know? So that's why they're red and white. And then, like I mentioned last time, they all have a walkway and a door just because how is she getting in there, you know? So their door is a tape measure or a ruler, whatever. It's not a ruler, I suppose. But yeah, a tape measure. And then some buttons, obviously, for their walkway. So yeah, that's their door. And then I used scissors and I made the 10/6 because what else would it be? You know what I mean? It has to have those things. So it's simple, but I love it. And I used to have a bunch of little Alice in Wonderland characters and I kind of wanted to put them on there at one point, but it was just like, no, I don't think it needs all that. So yeah, so this is it. I love it so very much. I think it's fun. This is one of my very favorites. Yeah, I just started out, I think this is like a Dollar Tree yarn, the Crafter's Secret. Probably Big Twist. I don't remember. I wasn't even going to make a band, and I was like, what kind of Mad Hatter hat doesn't have a band, you know? And then, of course, you had to have this little label. I didn't have a pin, so I just used scissors. So, anyway, but yes. Alice's teacup. Or Mad as a Hatter, whatever you would like to call it. So, but yeah. I had to have some of the roses not be red. It would have been weird, you know what I mean? Little things that would not make sense otherwise. Okay, so this is it. So I love it whole bunches. I'm going to pack it. I guess I mentioned that at the first. Like they're all gonna be packed at this point so far, or as of right now. This one and the nursery are the only gnome homes that I have out. So yeah. But we will have a big fun Normville party. What I say? Oh, Normville reveal. That's what it was. It's the Normville reveal. Anyway, but yeah, we will have a party at the new place and bring out Normville, and you guys can check it out and how cool it is and all of those fun things. So yes, I'm obviously packing, trying not to go bananas, all of those things, trying to keep it cool as much as possible, you know. So anyway, I mentioned this, that I have a few whips and some like washcloth things, and that's what I'm going to keep out. Otherwise, I'm going to pack everything because it's not very long at all. And we're going to have to be out of here. So there you go. Seems silly to keep things out when I could just pack them. So I think that's what I'm going to do. AKA no, that's what I'm going to do. Things that I'm not going to use, we're going to pack. But I'm going to keep a few projects out. Like I said, mostly whips, and then maybe I'll get some of them finished, and that would be really amazing. Like really amazing. So working on that. So yeah, so there won't be Gnome homes for a little bit, just for a smidge. No Normvilles. I don't know, maybe we'll come back and talk about something Normville related, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pack this hat, so how much fun would it be without the hat, you know? Not very. Okay, so that's what makes it. Let's all be honest. It's the hat. It's a good hat. It's a good hat. So, but yeah. So I pack all of those things. Like I said, at some point in the future, I have several ideas for gnome homes. They need activities. Now they have food and coffee shops and diners. They have a yarn store and stuff like that. But what about the kids? Am I right? What are they supposed to do? We have ideas for that. So my kiddos and I have gotten together. I don't know if y'all remember, like, it's probably been a year ago, like forever ago, there was the hashtag 3-color challenge, and Miss B chose colors for me, and I still haven't made anything. I still have those colors in a bag all together. I have added one extra thing because I'm going to use those colors for a gnome home, an activity place, and I still really can't figure out how to make it. So that's what's kind of like putting a stop to that, but I'm gonna figure it out, and it's gonna be really awesome. And that's a good one. And I feel like they need some places to shop, you know? Like, who doesn't need a good shoe or a good bag, or, you know what I mean? Like, cute things to be had. But Normville hiatus just for the moments. And I may save this video and put it out later, so that way there's not such a gap in Normville things, just because. So yes. But anyway, our home for the gnomes for now, though, is one of my favorites. I've been wanting to make this for a long time, and I had different plans even, and wanted to make it bigger, like I said, and add all the characters and all that, but it's like, no, they're gnomes, you know what I mean? They don't need real people and cats and things. It's not what it is. So, all right. So I just put this in there. Perhaps later something else will come of it. I don't know. Maybe I'll make an Alice gnome. She can kick it there. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so that's it. Hopefully, like I said, it won't be long though, and I will be back to making gnome homes because I very much enjoy them. They are a lot of fun for sure. Very relaxing, a lot of fun. That's also another thing I like making these, just because of the outro and intro to these videos. It's my favorite one. Like, of all of them, it makes me happy. Sometimes I'll just watch it just because of, like, the little whistly happy music that comes along with it. So yeah, it's a good one. I love a good gnome home. So I won't be long, and I will be back with more. But for now, my friends, in this house anyway. Oh, that's kind of sad. It's the end of an era as far as gnome homes and our good buddy Norm go. But we were on to bigger and brighter things. Right? So, alright. So thank you guys so very much for watching Home for the Gnomes while in this house. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you sticking with me. And then in the new house, obviously, checking out Normville, because that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. There are gonna be layers. A cake or an onion. Layers. It's gonna be good. So, alright. I thank you guys so very much for watching. Hope y'all have a wonderfully blessed day. Please stay safe. Norm and I will talk to you all very soon.